Hey Aquarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 24th, 2022. This is for Aquarius. The last shuffle here for Aquarius. Ooh. So what we have, Aquarius, is a milestone and we have courage. So this is having to have a courage. You may have reached a point of a destination or a place in your life that you were just like, I never thought I would be here. And you have to kind of have courage with this, whatever this is, because if you reached a milestone, this is something that you didn't expect to ever have to deal with and maybe put off. You may even put something off, and now you have to have the courage to face it too. And that's something. Wow, wow. I think the truth is, because this is the truth, right? Milestone with the Ace of Swords and Four of Cups. A lot of this has to do with the truth is that you are unfulfilled and you are not happy where you are, and you have to have the courage to let something just fall apart with the Tower, and you may have to have the courage to just face the facts that maybe this day you wake up and you're just like, I'm not happy. I'm just not happy, and just ride with it. And it doesn't have to be relationship wise, but we'll see with the rest of these cards for sure. Goodness gracious. I will say this, right? You have to have the courage to contribute to like a fallout. You may have been when the milestones here with the Ace of Swords, Four of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Three of Swords, you may have buried your head in the sand and said, you know what, I may not be happy with the situation, but you made your peace with it. You may be disappointed and upset. You know what I mean, and clear about it too. You may already you understand that you're not happy with the situation, but you have perhaps sabotage something in some way. And a lot of times this sabotage would be from pretending that, or focused on, there's two different ways. You could either have been focused so much on what you're missing that you every action that you take and every thought that you have is surrounded by a consciousness of lack, a mindset of I don't have what I need. So that could sabotage things, because then you're not focused on what you do have in front of you. And then two, you may have sabotaged things by sweeping things under the rug and just being like complicit with everything instead of taking an active role in your happiness in life here. That could be that, right? And it's a milestone that hits you like, the truth is, I am really truly not happy. Okay, I'm disappointed in something or someone, and I am looking and searching for a peace of mind. The thing is that at least you know the truth. You understand it now more than anything else if you didn't understand it before. So you have to have the courage to contribute at least to something falling apart in a sense too. Or the courage to face that maybe you contributed to this. That's another aspect of it, right? Family with the Wheel of Fortune and Five of Wands. Family aspect would be that the family, there's a lot of contention in a family unit with the Wheel and the Five of Wands. So that would also speak to the fact that there are, it's like in order to have this courage energy, you have to be able to see that thing, as bad as things are, things can get better. Things can get better. But it will only be if you allow this tower to fall. Like, let things fall apart, if it, which is a terrible thing to really consider or contemplate, really, right? Nobody wants, I mean, anyone that sees a tower, they want to try to stabilize things as much as possible, even if Spirit is telling you, listen, it needs to fall, you have better in the future. But they're telling you, as bad as this contention is, or strife, or arguing, or whatever fighting or competition that you're dealing with in a family unit, that it's going to be just as good on the other side. But it's almost like family is fighting against the tide, fighting against what is actually coming up. Like, as the wheel is turning, it's like they're fighting against it. They're fighting against the current. They're not going with the flow. So this is causing us, a big problem. This is a huge problem. Peace with the Five of Pentacles and Ten of Swords. The thing is that I think you may be freezing people out. You may be freezing someone out with this peace energy with the Five of Pentacles and Ten of Swords. This is like, completely turning away from people, or making your peace with the fact that you're being ignored, making your peace with the fact that it's almost like adding insult to injury, that someone maybe something may be over, and you're trying to make your peace with that. although it's creating a lot of anxiety about this, about everything. But the thing is here that this is a good change. It doesn't seem like it. This is a combination of like, it's like it doesn't seem like it's going to bring you peace, but it will. It's almost like you have to ignore the fact that things are ending, or that's what happened. That was what your intention was, to continue to keep the peace even though things are falling apart around you. That's because that's intention. That's the why you're doing things. You're doing things because you want to make, you want to turn almost, I won't say ignore, but you'd rather not reach out to anyone about the situation. You'd rather not. It's almost like with golly, it's almost like with this falling apart, you'd rather carry this burden alone, or goodness, like the peace would be to ignore someone. The peace, and you have to try to make your peace with that situation too. So this to me seems like turning a blind eye to something, but it's causing so much anxiety. It's like that you intend on doing it. This is why you are doing it. This is why you are in this place where it's because of the fact that there's so much contention in a family unit. There's so much where people are fighting against what's inevitable, right? You can never stop the wheel of fortune. It's turning. It's time, right? A lot of times there's a clock here, or there's something about the wheel of time, how you can't really stop this. This is devoid of free will, but there's a lot of confusion here with this. So what they're telling you is that you have to have the courage to go ahead and let it go. Be honest with yourself and be honest with the people around you. When you have the Ace of Swords here, this is about you being able to see it for what it is outside of everything else. You see it for what it is. You see something's missing. You see as well that this is disappointing and that you need a peace of mind. And you finally reached a milestone where you're like, I'm taking off the blindfold. And so when you do, this is the truth is going to set everything free. You're going to contribute to this tower falling because it's built on a faulty foundation. And so that's what I've got here, Aquarius. Now you could be dealing with a Scorpio, and I don't really see many other signs here, but Scorpio and whatever cardinal energy, which would be probably Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, and I'm not seeing much else of Libra and Aries. I'm seeing some of that. So you might see those signs there, that maybe not, right? But that's what I'm seeing in this energy. It's very, very eye-opening for you and the people around you. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.